Imagine going through a game where you play as a former member of an elite fighting force called Soldier. You have achieved the highest attainable rank of this fighting force. You identify now as a Soldier First Class. This is the apparent backstory of our cocky, arrogant and proud protagonist, Cloud Strife, who you play as in the game Final Fantasy VII. However, upon experiencing a mental breakdown during the narrative plot twist in the game, you realize that the memories that Cloud holds are false. He was not a Soldier First Class, and he had not been a member of Soldier, ever. You learn that Cloud had unconsciously assumed the identity of his close friend, Zack. In the past, Zack had protected Cloud against an ambush by troops from the villainous Shinra army. Despite being a powerful first-class soldier, Zack fought until he was unable to fight, eventually being gunned down. The dying Zack is abandoned and left to die on top of a cliff. Crisis Core is the prequel story of Final Fantasy VII. You play as the main character Zack Fair, and in doing so, you follow his life leading up to his inevitable death. Crisis Core has left me with the most melancholic, heartfelt and sincere memories of any video game I've ever played. You may be asking yourself why I have given away the death of the protagonist of this game, subjectively spoiling the game for some of you who don't know about the lore of Final Fantasy VII. Fans of the series knew about the death of Zack, as did I, before playing the game in 2007. Zack's death was revealed in the original Final Fantasy VII game, released in 1997. Despite knowing of his death, you still continue to play through the game, following a bright-eyed, optimistic Zack, who dreams of one day becoming a hero. There comes a point in the game where you feel as though you can prevent the death of this character, that you have spent the past few hours falling in love with. This game comes together in the final moments, when Zack hands over his dreams, honor, and his legacy to his friend Cloud. As you play through the game, you learn about these dreams that Zack holds dear, the honor that comes with a burden, and the legacy that Cloud eventually inherits. Even if you have played every Final Fantasy, or you have never experienced Final Fantasy before, Crisis Core is a spin-off worthy of your time. To begin to explain why you should play Crisis Core, I want to start by discussing the success of this spin-off, and the underlying theme of this game. Crisis Core launched in September 2007, 10 years after Final Fantasy VII was released. The game was a commercial success, becoming the 6th best-selling game for the PSP, having sold nearly 3 million copies worldwide. Hajime Tabata, now known for his directorial work on Final Fantasy XV, was the director of Crisis Core. Tabata has stated that the theme of the game is legacy. He had wanted to show how a person chooses to live his or her life may influence the following generation. The tagline of the game, "Men cry not for themselves, but for their comrades," hints at this underlying theme of legacy, through Cloud crying for his comrade Zack after his death while inheriting his legacy. Legacy, honor, dreams, and pride are ingrained into the personalities of the main characters featuring in this game, with each character giving importance to one or more of these ideals, whilst also symbolizing and embodying what it means to live by them. I want to mention a few of the characters who live by these ideals that I've mentioned. Starting with our blue-eyed protagonist Zack Fair. He is an energetic character with a positive attitude, who just so happens to have a short attention span. Zack's mentor affectionately calls him Zack the Puppy, as a result of this short attention span that he has. Zack is a loyal member of the elite fighting force called Soldier. He has a very friendly personality, being able to befriend anyone. Zack dreams of one day becoming a hero, through surpassing his past self, effectively becoming a better version of himself. His mentor, who values dreams and honor more than anything, has left a lasting impression on the ideals of Zack. Zack too holds dear his dreams of becoming a hero and protecting his honor as a member of Soldier. Angeal Healy is Zack's mentor. From all of the characters in this game, he holds the most importance to his morals and pride as a member of Soldier. Angeal wields the Buster Sword that was gifted to him by his family. The sword symbolizes his dreams and honor. Angeal refrains from using the sword to refrain from damaging it. He is a mentor to many of the Soldier members beneath his rank. In particular, he is an influential mentor to Zack. Angeal is ranked as a first-class Soldier member, which is the highest attainable rank in Soldier. He is joined in this first-class ranking by his two friends, the first being Sephiroth. In Crisis Core, Sephiroth maintains a professional attitude with a cold exterior. Sephiroth is an intelligent character who gives respect to those characters that he deems worthy of it. He holds a great deal of value to his friendship with his only two friends, Angeal and Genesis. Sephiroth is the strongest member of Soldier. As a result, he is very confident and can be arrogant. The final Soldier First Class member, Genesis, is the antagonist of Crisis Core. Genesis is arrogant and prideful. He envies Sephiroth, despite the fact that he also considers Sephiroth as his friend. Throughout the game, Genesis quotes from a famous poem called Loveless. He also dreams of becoming a hero, as a mirror to our protagonist Zack. Genesis goes about achieving his dream very differently to Zack. He does this through entitlement and proving himself to be superior to others, including Sephiroth, who he envies. Despite being the antagonist of the game, Genesis still holds a great deal of value to his friendship with Angeal and Sephiroth. And the final character who I feel is important to mention before playing the game is Aerith. She is the upbeat, joyful love interest of Zack. She and Zack keep in contact throughout the game. Zack also helps Aerith to fulfill a few wishes along the way. While he is away on missions, Aerith writes letters to Zack, looking forward to his return. Now that we know the key characters in the game, we can begin to look at the plot. The story of Crisis Core takes place 7 years before the main title in the series, Final Fantasy VII. The world of this game is set on a fictional planet called Gaia. The planet that the characters inhabit is also a living organism. All the creatures inhabiting Gaia are born from the planet and return to it when they die. The lifeblood of the planet is called the Lifestream. The Lifestream is located beneath the surface of the planet. It contains all the knowledge, emotions, and memories of all who have lived on the planet. In Final Fantasy VII lore, when you die, you return to the Lifestream, hence returning back to the planet. The Shinra Electric Power Company discovered a way to utilize Gaia's Lifestream to create what is known as Mako energy. This energy powers the mechanical cities of the world, like Midgar. However, harvesting Mako energy drains the planet of its lifeblood. As a result, the world is slowly dying, causing a rise in dead zones or wastelands which have no life on them around the city of Midgar. The Shinra Electric Power Company, also known as Shinra, effectively run the world in Final Fantasy VII. Shinra operate their own vehicles, they have their own army, they manufacture weaponry and even partake in genetic engineering. Within Shinra's army is an elite fighting force called Soldier. The members of Soldier have had Mako energy that has been cultivated from the Lifestream infused into them to enhance their abilities. As I have previously mentioned, Soldier has 3 members that surpass all the other members. They are the only 3 first-class Soldier operatives. Sephiroth, who is the strongest of the 3, Genesis, who envies Sephiroth, and Angeal, who is committed to upholding the honor of being a Soldier member. Crisis Core begins with Zack as a Soldier second class being mentored by Angeal.
Oh yeah! Get serious!
He dreams of one day becoming a hero. He is loud, optimistic, and bold. Due to his rash behavior, Angeal often grounds our protagonist.
Zack. Embrace your dreams. If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams. And honor.
You quickly learn as the story progresses that Angeal's childhood friend and fellow Soldier First Class member, Genesis, has betrayed Shinra. The game follows Zack as he grows into becoming a Soldier First Class member himself. Along the way, he deals with loss and betrayal, and questions everything he has come to know about the people around him, casting doubt into his ideals and his positive attitude.
I'm with Soldier, so fighting's all I do. Sorting things out is someone else's job. What's going on? Who's the enemy? It makes no difference to me!
Ultimately, Zack perseveres and sticks to his ideals, and keeps to his word, attempting to fulfill his dream in the most purest way that he can.
Hey, Zack. You know, I've never seen you use that.
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real waste. You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
Embrace your dreams, and whatever happens, protect your soldier honor. This is a symbol of my dreams and honor. No, it's more. That's right, I had almost forgotten. Thank you, Cloud. Huh?
Sephiroth also aids Zack along his journey. While with Zack, he reminisces of a training exercise between Angeal, Genesis, and himself. The montage perfectly embodies the characteristics and personalities of the three figureheads of Soldier. Genesis quotes Loveless, a poem that he is obsessed with.
Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus, and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest.
Loveless, Act 1.
He wants to fulfill the role of the hero in the poem Loveless. He does this through challenging the hero of Soldier, Sephiroth. Genesis challenges him alone to prove himself worthy of being a hero, until Angeal intervenes and attempts to calm the two of them. This event leads to Genesis suffering an injury, and when the wound that he has sustained would not heal, he learns about the circumstances relating to his birth, causing him to turn against Shinra and anyone affiliated with the organization, including the members of Soldier. During Zack's journey, he meets a Shinra infantryman called Cloud. The two quickly befriend each other after realizing that both of them have been raised in the country and are country bumpkins.
Good news, Song! Me and...
Cloud.
Me and Cloud here are both backwater experts. Oh yeah!
A key incident occurs during the game, called the Nibelheim incident. This incident was first mentioned in Final Fantasy VII back in 1997. Zack, Sephiroth, and Cloud visit Cloud's hometown of Nibelheim, where it has been reported that Genesis is attacking Mako energy reactors. During this event, Sephiroth too learns about the origins of his birth. He begins to question everything he once knew about himself, and casts doubt to his entire past and existence. Sephiroth's doubt culminates into a fit of insanity. He sets ablaze to the whole of Nibelheim, killing most of its population. Zack and Cloud pursue Sephiroth, where they battle and defeat him. Both of them, bloodied and injured, collapse in exhaustion. The bodies of Zack and Cloud are taken by a professor who's working for Shinra to be experimented on. Once the experimentations had been completed, they are left to lie asleep in preservation tanks for 4 years. Being a Soldier member, Zack is resistant to Mako energy, which was being infused into them over the experimentation period. However, Cloud is suffering from severe Mako poisoning. While in the tank, Zack sees a vision, which prompts him to awaken from his 4-year slumber. Zack gathers his strength and drags an immobile Cloud out of Nibelheim. During their escape, Zack realizes that Shinra has dispatched the army to capture the two escaped experimentations. It is these events that have been triggered that lead up to Zack's final stand, as he protects Cloud, his friend, to his final breath. While playing the game, these are some of the key events to look out for. Crisis Core plays as an action RPG. The player can choose their actions from a menu, deciding if they want to attack, cast magic, do a special attack, or select from the items you collect as you play the game. The game has a key feature called the Digital Mindwave, or DMW for short. It's a slot machine-like screen, which is in the top left-hand corner of the game. Different combinations result in different effects that occur. The DMW is affected by events that occur in the game. Sometimes a flashback scene is played depending on which character portraits are displayed. Zack's emotional condition during the game helps or disadvantages the player through the DMW. It does this by determining the rate of landing a successful combination of matching numbers or portraits. The DMW mechanic really emphasizes whatever plot point you're playing through during that portion of the game. During certain moments in the game, a message is announced that heightened emotions have affected the DMW. The character that has affected Zack's emotional condition has a higher chance of appearing on the slot reel. Depending on what combination has been landed, Zack may receive a status buff, he may level up or execute a special attack. The iconic Final Fantasy summons also occur through the aid of the DMW mechanic. The game is accompanied by an excellent soundtrack. Crisis Core has some of my most favourite instrumental songs. The music does an excellent job of conveying the optimistic attitude of Zack, the mystery surrounding the game's plot, and the undertone of sadness which rings through some of the more emotional pieces that are utilised in the game. The majority of the music in-game is composed by Takeharu Ishimoto. He brings a new life to some of the original soundtracks from Final Fantasy VII through his remixes. The main theme song of the game is performed by Japanese singer Ayaka Lida, and the song is called Why. The music really does add to the game's presentation. The story is told with this beautiful soundtrack that stays with you with memorable songs like The Price of Freedom, Under the Apple Tree, Sky Blue Eyes, To say that you are spoilt for choice is an understatement when it comes to some of the beautiful pieces that have been lovingly arranged for this game. Following the main story, Crisis Core can be completed within an estimated 15 hours. If you want to make the most out of everything that's in the game, it will take about 50 hours to complete all of the side missions and extra content, giving the game a replayability aspect after the story of the game has been completed. In terms of the availability of the game is not available on PSN to download, and physical copies have ceased production at the moment. To play this game, I would have vouched to support the official release, but there is no official release out there at the moment. You can try and locate a used copy of the game to play on a PSP if you still have one. Alternatively, you can use your imagination and acquire the game through other means. Through experience, I've emulated the game onto an Android phone and completed it with no issues. You can also emulate the game onto a desktop to upscale the PSP graphics for a better experience. The story of Zack Fair is a bittersweet struggle of striving for your dreams. In a world of corruption and evil, he pushes forward despite being surrounded by the evil actions of Shinra. He endeavors to see the good in those he looks up to, despite their wrongdoings.
You're wrong. Those aren't the wings of a monster.
Well then, what are they?
Angel's wings.
I see. Then what should an angel fight for, Zack? What do angels dream of?
Zack would go on to encourage those below him to pursue their own dreams. He looked at the world through innocent eyes of naive optimism. The game leaves you wanting to save Zack. You want to see him live through his dream, not die during accomplishing it. You long for Zack to meet Aerith one last time, after he realizes that she continued to write to him during those 4 years that he had been captured.
Aerith. Wait for me. You're gonna make it too. You got that?
In those 4 years, Aerith wrote 89 letters to Zack, and it breaks your heart to know that Zack fought to see Aerith again. He fought to protect Cloud. Despite having the world turn against him, he remained loyal to his ideals. He fulfilled the legacy that was entrusted with him, and continued to look forward with hope. When you, the player, experience Zack's last stand, you witness the emotional payoff after all the hours you've spent with this character. You embody his fighting spirit that you learn about throughout the game, and endeavour to try and save him. The player, through Zack, battles against the onslaught of the world's largest military that has ambushed you. You attack every army member in sight, while healing with each drop in health. You do everything you can against Zack's oppressors. You battle to save his life, his legacy, his honor, and his dreams. And in doing so, you realize just how steep the price of freedom really is.
Hello? Don't worry. That's right. Want to hear? But work stuff? Not scary at all. Will I see you again? I'll be